Now from the banks of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. And we are underway at Paycor Stadium. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, Jack. Let's go.
Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll find his big target, Pat Freiermuth. The first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a 1st down.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 42-yard line.
Okay,
from the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 1. Once again, it's Cook. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at the
Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a 1st down. They'll look to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
3rd and 8.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Through the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So,
and he barrels his way into the end zone. Jonnu Smith, touchdown Steelers. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year.
And you always wonder, Mike, how are teams going to respond to a close loss like we saw last week? And some teams come out and they're sleepwalking. They're still thinking about what could have been, but not them. They came out with a clear plan, a clear way to attack this defense, really well executed opening script, and they come away with the early touchdown.
Bengals nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
we go, here we go. 11, 8 cans, stop.
Play action now. It's Burrow. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And it falls incomplete. Mike Gesicki was the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
On one, ready? Gun, gun.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll swing this one out to Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A 19-yard pickup there. It's a Cincinnati first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now, Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Brown. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll look underneath here for Brown. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
First and 10
on one, right?
15-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Florida Gator, Dameon Pierce. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up.
14 more yards.
Pierce, and this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Burrow here on second down. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's in! Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. I don't think I was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Going up top. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
On first down, Burrow. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. That is T.J. Watt in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter. And they are facing a second and long.
Gun. Stop.
To throw is Burrow. This one deep downfield for Chase. And he's in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown Cincinnati. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Steelers 7.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready up. On rock line. Up. Hey, check that. Come on. Set.
He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll set up to throw. This one down the field for Freiermuth. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
On first and 10, Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. God. 180. What is that? Stop.
To throw is Burrow. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Let's get set. 180. What is that? 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Stop.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That is caught. Finding Higgins. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Case Brown. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 5-yard line.
Here we go. Stop.
Throwing is Burrow. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he will get into the end zone. Case Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Austin brought in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's hard. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
They'll run the toss with Cook. He's got space inside the 25. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. On first and 10, it's Cook. Now Cook loses the football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10.
Here we go. My man. Right 80. Right inside. Stop.
Burrow to throw. He's got the hookup. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Steelers think they've got one, and they do.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover. Not a great start by this running back here in the first half, Mike. He had a fumble earlier. Now he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to get more out of this run game as the rest of this game moves along.
They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll set up the screen to Cook. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of...
And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Gun.
He'll run here with Brown. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety.
Evan McPherson with the kickoff for Cincinnati.
So after that safety, it is a free kick, and that comes from the 20. On the return, it's Austin. And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll look to set up the screen here. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive lineman to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision.
And he will take this one in. 71 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
One, ready? 12. Here we go.
Now Brown. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Here we go. 180. 180, hot.
Now, Burrow.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
On one, ready?
They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. Burrow now. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
So on fourth down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hot. 180. 180 hot. Hot.
Here's Burrow. He'll let one go down the middle. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Now a timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal.
Thomas. Hot. 180. What is hot?
Burrow. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal.
Empty. Can. Hot. Hot.
Burrow. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is 2nd TD catch of the season.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. So let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The 1st half has come to an end. Pretty interesting 1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
Get set. 180. Hot.
A 1st down throw for Burrow. Open left side is Gesicki. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1, ready? Here we go. Hot.
On the ground, it's Brown. Room to run inside the 40. And he will score again. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game. And number 12 on the year. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will extend this third quarter lead.
Steelers 16. Evan McPherson.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Austin brought in motion. He'll look to throw. This one grabbed by Austin. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
So, from 37, here's 2nd and 6. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. That is Trey Hendrickson getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Steelers getting ready to put this one away. He gets 3. And he's going to bring this one back. One play, 80 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And now they are starting to pour it on here. All phases going. Add the punt return unit for yet another touchdown.
Some days, Mike, it's just your day, and that's what today is for this team. It just seems everything they're doing, everything they're calling is coming up right. The latest being that punt return to extend this lead. Wow, what a play.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Ready up. Let's go now. Ready.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
19 yards.
That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down.
Panther Street. Panther Street. Come on. Come on.
On the handoff. This is Cook. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll drop to throw. He's going to air this one out. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to take possession.
The 2nd down pass. Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Brown. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So The more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
A carry here for Brown. And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage, but he's not gaining any either. It's third down.
Well, they've got him going backwards now, Mike, and this is a worrying trend. We've seen it now the last two plays. They have to be able to generate some leverage at the point of attack. Count on positive yardage in the run game.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. Oh, looked like he may have had a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. He finds Austin with the grab. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Austin brought in motion. Throwing now from the gun. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
Now, faking the give. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense, and then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. Stop.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get him the ball.
At the 37-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
It's good set. 180. 11. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Derek Harmon, he's in there to drop him, and it leads to 4th down. The Bengals out and ready to punt, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. This brought in out past the 20. And some good running on that return as he takes it up close to midfield.
Hold the ready. Hurt. Right there, hurt. Here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Cook. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. Back to throw. He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell. And he'll take it on in. 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown Steelers.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers are able to cut into the deficit. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Gun.
Burrow working in the pistol. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Number 5, T. Higgins. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go. 11. Wide 80. Wide.
The throw is Burrow. That is brought in. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 33 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big...
the ball comes out. The Steelers think they've got one, and they do.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up. A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. So, back up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Come on, come on. Hey. Hey.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down.
It's a turnover on down.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow now to throw on first down. He'll set up the screen to Brown. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead, so really nice job here late. We'll see if they can put this one out of reach.
A second effort, and he is in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Bengals 49, Steelers 30. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And he's brought down right the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Check, man. Check, man. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll set up the screen to Cook. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At the 34
From the 34-yard line. Here's second down and a yard.
Get it. Ready?
There's a short one caught by Fryermuth. A big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased.
Let's go.
He's coming in down the field. It's Austin. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. 23 yards on that pass play. Good for a Steeler first down.
47-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 back. Mustang 19. Ready, ready?
Out of the gun. He'll throw. Going right. It's taken in. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
Got it. Ready?
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
Let's go now.
Austin brought in motion. They'll look to throw yet again. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback.
guy.
A ball deep for the end zone. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up third down now.
Go, Rick. Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Chris Jenkins Jr. He gets in to record his third sack of the afternoon.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Oh, for the fifth time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
A gain there of 27 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Here we go. Stop.
Now a toss play, running left. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 2.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. We'll talk things over before third down.
Here we go. Here.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here. 2 first downs, and they are at the 46 now. It's first and 10. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Look him up on a second down and 8.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll stick with him again. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
Brings up third and 6.
So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.